for the game next week at Old Trafford, of course, because he picked up a yellow card tonight, so he'll be suspended for the second leg. But let's get some instant reaction now from the Manchester United camp. Erik Ten Hag has been talking to Des Kelly.
You wanted to be aggressive tonight. Is that what we saw from Manchester United?
I think we dictated the game, and a part of maybe 15 minutes first half, we had some difficulties, but for the rest we dictating the game and we outplayed so many chances. So I was a little bit disappointed that in half-time it was 0-0 because we should have scored, and the opportunities they had we created it by ourselves. But I think it was a great game. Two attacking teams. I think it was really a Champions League, and even more than that. So I really enjoyed the game, a lot of it. In the end, 2-2. We have to finish it in Old Trafford.
You found your cutting edge in the second half. You got that clinical edge. You had to come back from a goal down. So there's a lot of character in the side there.
We have a lot of character, determination in this team. Only what I missed. So the belief we had to score the first goal, and the meaning of the first goal is so important, and that's what we didn't do. And then we turned around when we were down, and then I think the refereeing had a big influence in this game. I think it was a clear foul on Ressi. You can discuss if it's in or outside the box.
Looked like it was just out. But yeah.
Okay, but then it's a red card because he was one-on-one with the keeper. So it's a big influence, not only on this game, but in this round. And it can't be. Refereeing can't make such a mistake.
And Rashford is still in that amazing form at the moment. He's very difficult to stop.
He is. But I think that, of course, I will credit Rashford, definitely, because he's in a great form. But the whole team did well. I think it was a really cool team performance.
You decided to use Weghorst in a deeper position again. You tried it for a few minutes against Leeds. The plan worked tonight?
I think so. But it's not only about Wout, but he did well in that position. And I know he can be, but it gives us a lot of variation. But also, I want to, with Jaden and with Bruno coming in the half spaces, get them on the ball and make runs from deep. And with the fullbacks joining in, I think we had a lot of variation and we had a lot of opportunities, and we should have won this game.
We're all looking forward to the return at Old Trafford.
If the game is like this, I can imagine everyone want to see that game.
I think it was Kunde who brought him down. It could have easily been a sending off. I think it was just outside the box, so not a penalty. So United are frustrated. You can see that, and that shows it's a mark of where they've come in the game over the last probably 3 or 4 months since Casemiro started playing, since Marcus started flying. They look a proper team now. To come to Barcelona, get a result like that is really good, and as good as you can expect at this stage.
I think it was interesting when we had Erik Ten Hag before the game. We both thought they'd come here. Barcelona so good in possession, they play on the counter, and he stood in between us and said, players need to get on the ball. Luke Shaw playing as a centre back, he needs to come out. We need to make them run, and that's exactly what happened today. He can be. That manager is instilling confidence, obviously, in the players and in the fans, and even in us in that little short time he was with us. And you can see it transmits to the pitch. The players believe to come here and put in a performance like that. They're playing brilliantly.
Ben Hargreaves, who are watching alongside me here at the camp now. What a game we just saw, and what a second half, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. It's what you expect from these two teams, both attacking, want to score goals, and one thing they did was entertain us for goals. Great goals. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe goalkeepers and a couple of mistakes, but you can see both managers there are frustrated. They both thought they could have won the game. I thought Ten Hag especially will go away a little bit disappointed, but to come to Barcelona, draw in Barcelona, 2-2, score a couple of goals, I think they're in a fantastic position for next week.
Well, we knew that they were going to attack the game in a positive manner because Erik Ten Hag told us that before the game, Owen. But what we saw out there on the pitch was just brilliant in that second half. And because of the amount of chances they had, and they went 2-1 up, will there be an element of disappointment that they haven't gone away with the win?
I wouldn't say they'll be disappointed. I think that they'd be slightly disappointed that they didn't win the game, but I think they just played so well and created so much. So I think there's plenty to be proud of. He said before the game they'll go toe-to-toe. It's easy to say that, but then you got to go out and do it on the pitch, and they actually did that. So I think I'd be really proud of you. Thinking about the way they started the season, Brighton, Brentford, and then to come here and play that way against a team that's top of La Liga. Credit to the players and to the manager. They're definitely on the right path. They can go back to Old Trafford and finish the job.
From the way the season started, as Owen said, with those big defeats at the start of the Premier League campaign, will it have been difficult for Erik ten Hag to change the mentality of these players to become this side that are now still alive in all 4 competitions this season and well on their way to potentially a trophy?
Yes, it wouldn't have been easy, but he's an experienced manager. You've seen what he's come on and done. He's instilled discipline into the team. I think each player knows their role in the team. And I think the biggest plus was Casemiro. I think as soon as Casemiro came into this team, the team transformed. As I said, he's almost like the manager on the football pitch. He's the coach. He's doing the manager's job on there, especially with young players coming into the team as well.
That's a good point, Scholes, because even Fred, rather than playing that deeper one, he's actually playing a bit further forward. And
I think he's better further forward.
And he was really good today, wasn't he? You know, he's involved in that goal for Marcus. So Casemiro makes everybody look better. He makes the centre-backs look better. He makes all the other players, whether it's Fred and Bruno, so he's had such an impact.
I can't tell you how important it is to have that player in the middle of the pitch who's so dominant, stays there, plays the position perfectly well. It gives everybody, the attacking players, it just gives them freedom. You know, I don't have to be running back and sprinting. Well, you do sprint back, of course you do. But you just got that license to get forward and be creative because you know there's just a solid base, a foundation, great experience. Plays for Brazil, Real Madrid, so many trophies. It's just brilliant to know what you've got behind you.
We talked before the game about whether or not this game would be won or lost because of the midfield battle. It's ended a draw, obviously, but would you say that Manchester United came away stronger in that position?
I reckon the Barcelona players and Xavi will be in that dressing room thinking, wow, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Manchester United coming here and trying to dictate to us a little bit as well. So I don't think they had any fear. I don't think they had any doubt. And if anything, I think Barcelona will be thinking, wow, if they're going to play that well here at our stadium, you know, what's going to happen at Old Trafford? So I think the Barcelona players will be a little bit worried. I thought Gavi was fantastic in the game. I thought Pedri going off had a big impact on the way Barcelona played. But I think they can step it up, Barcelona, as well. They can play better, and I'm sure they will at Old Trafford.
Yeah, no Gavi. Camp now, it is goalless at half-time between Barcelona and Manchester United, but both teams have had their chances in that first half. Are you happy with the start Manchester United made?
Yeah, really happy. We know we had Erik on before the game, and he said he was going to be positive, and he has been. I think the team have created some half chance, but then a really top-class chance from Vigos. I think this is probably one of the half chances, Owen. It's nice to be a little bit of play. And it's a half chance, I suppose. I think, is it Fernandes who has the first shot, and it comes back to Malacia. And again, Wan-Bissaka's been a little bit of a threat down that right-hand side. Pulls it back nicely to Jadu. He miskicks it. Almost goes on target from the deflection, but this is the big chance. I think the pass from Bruno is fantastic. And we've spoken before the game about big chances, being clinical and taking them when they come. That is a massive chance. I still think United will get more chances, but you'd like to see him put that away.
Should he score there, Owen?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think Weghorst would be ruined the fact he missed that. Ter Stegen made a brilliant save on Marcus Rashford there. But you don't normally come here and get chances like that, really good chances. Scholes, you said we had Ten Hag before the game, and we saw him, he looked so confident. The way he looked at us and said, we're going to come here and play and be positive. They did that. They played really well in that first half. Just nothing to show for it just yet.
What about Barcelona's chances in that first half?
Again, they've had some good chances. I think possession-wise, Barcelona have just shaded it. But shots-wise, I think they'd have 7 each. And to be fair, I think for United, down that left-hand side for Barcelona, they've been a huge threat. Gavi and Jordi Alba have been brilliant. Lewandowski, you know, normally Scholes in there. He's automatic. But United had good chances, but I think Barca have had a couple good ones as well. Yeah,
I think you'd expect Lewandowski to go across the goalkeeper there. He didn't do that. Another good effort there from Pedri, who sadly went off. Oh, not sadly for United. A bit of a poor touch from Lewandowski there. You'd expect a little bit better for him. But as you said, Owen, I think down at left-hand side, United's right-hand side has been a little bit of a problem. Bruno's obviously out there trying to cover Jordi Alba. It's not something he wants to do. He's more of an attacking player. So that's something I think they'll have to look at in the second half.
OK.
I won't